My wife even said Emily walked me up the ramp to the building this morning. Yeah. I said I've walked into the courthouse for 8 years without.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our regular staff meeting of Monday, April 20th already. And I'll call this meeting to order and we'll start with our warrant review and approvals. Do we have any questions on page 1 of 5?
And Madam Chair, I apologize. Ms. David home sick. She was here. She tried.
Darn it.
But Deb is here and can answer pull invoices if you need.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you, Deb. Page 1 of 5? 2 of 5.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Ms. Sharp.
On Tulsa Road or the Road and Bridge item on page 2 about the 8th one down, MSHA annual training. I was wondering if I could get a clarification as to why we were doing MSHA instead of OSHA training from somebody from either Road and Bridge or maybe again from engineering.
Yeah, good morning, Kevin Moore, County Engineer. Yeah, we've always had our guys MSHA trained because they're in pits, loading gravel and hauling gravel. So.
Good.
Okay, all right, thanks.
Page 3 of 5. 4 of 5. 5 of 5.
Madam Chair.
Yep.
110 optional, for the elevator at the library, it's $150,000. For future, I'm just wondering if we can do something in our motion to amend our motion to, that we get a dollar figure for a bid or something like that. If we can say not to exceed, and that all funds that are not expended on that project will be returned to the county from that. So
Okay.
I'm going with that. So
Got it?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Any questions on 5 of 5? And then the airport. Great. Thanks, folks. I would look for a motion to approve the warrants.
So
Second.
Motion and a second. Any other discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, motion carries. Move on to staff and elected reports. Mark, good morning.
Morning, Commissioners, Mark Reed, County Planner. So tomorrow you've got just 3 items on your agenda. Lion Dog LLC easement vacation in the Powderhorn, the Gehan setback variance and story, and then the consideration of the report for the Reeder de-annexation from the town of Dayton. So if you have any questions on those things in the time between now and tomorrow, just give me a shout.
Any questions for Mark?
Madam Chair, Mark, I have a question about the de-annexation in Dayton, and I had a couple of calls from some town council people in Dayton. So they are the ones who actually have to approve whether it's de-annexed or not, correct? I mean, we don't approve, we don't allow them to de-annex. All we're doing is approving the report. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct. It's impacts before the statutes speak to county having the opportunity to talk about what impacts the de-annexation may have on the county operations. And so, yeah, that's all it is. We're not approving it. We're not saying yes or no. It's just a report on the impacts from it.
Okay.
Does that answer it?
Oh, I think so.
Okay.
I'll read it a little more.
All right.
Yeah.
Any other questions for Mark?
Thank you.
Thanks, Mark.
It's
Ken? Nothing. Deb? No, Madam Chair. Clerk Thompson? Diana? No, thank you. Okay. Assessor Knudsen? Eric? Clerk Broughton? No. Heidi? Nothing. Jesse? Gonna have to call Barbara, see if we got anything this morning. Kimber.
I've already done what I come to do.
Okay. Nothing, Kimber? Okay. Kelly? Jesse, I called on you. You didn't have anything. Okay. Sheriff Dominguez?
I don't have any.
Okay. Good.
No.
Karen? Whoa. Whoa.
I feel like I should do like a presentation or something. No. The only thing I have is that I will definitely be out Friday, but I might be out Thursday as well for state convention, so.
Yeah, and I will be on Thursday through Friday.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll be in and out. I won't be spending a lot of time here, but I'll try and do what I can. And I can answer my phone, so.
Good.
Okay.
Good to see you this morning.
Yep.
I got nothing at the moment.
Okay. I just had one item. I'll just read the letter. This is from Kenny Custis. He has recently received notice from Human Resources Assistant that after receiving her bachelor's degree, she has accepted another position. This will not only allow her to use her degree in her chosen field, but also give her an opportunity to continue her education as she moves towards a master's degree. Congratulations, Mrs. Barker. Emily's last day will be May 8th, 2026. With this notice, I would request that the HR assistant position be filled. This position is within my current budget. I'm not requesting any changes to the current position. Thank you for your consideration. So with that, I would look for a motion to fill the HR assistant position.
Madam Chair.
Yeah.
I move that we authorize Kenny to fill the HR assistant position.
Thank you.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any other discussion?
Madam Chair.
Yeah.
I know that we've had a lot of discussion on different responsibilities, the clerk and HR. I'd really like to possibly wait to fill this until we have a little bit better idea of what that's going to look like.
So I guess I would just counter that there isn't anything in statute about HR, and I would, with picking up the library, these other component units, Kenny needs the support. He's got over 200 employees that he's supporting at this point, so I would be in support of filling it. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Aye. Motion carries. All right. Moving on to discussion of lodging tax on the November 2026 ballot. Call on Sean Parker. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Thought y'all were getting out of here early.
It would have been really early.
I will be brief, which I
Good.
am so famous for. So just in background, good morning, commissioners. Thank you for having me. The lodging tax is up for renewal as it is every 4 years. And as we know, the lodging tax has been in place within the city of Sheridan since 1993 and in Sheridan County since 2018. It has been at the rate of 4% since 2005. In 2021, state legislature made the first 2% permanent, with the other 2% going before the voters in the midterm elections. The only counties in Wyoming that do not have the additional 2% are Platte, which has a 1%, Uinta, which has 2% in Mountain View and Evanston, Campbell County, and Teton, though Teton does have their 2% resort district tax in both the village and Grand Targhee that functions in the same way. Of course, for uses, these funds are used to market and promote the community to both domestic and international visitors year-round. They're used to fund and market many of our events, to staff and operate both the Sheridan Visitor Center and the Burgess Junction Visitor Center that welcome more than 150,000 people a year combined, just at those two locations alone, and support an industry that employs 1,000 people directly here in our community. In just some pretty cool stats that we received not too long ago, summer 2025, 35% of all restaurant spending and 65% of all retail spending in Sheridan County was by visitors. And in the winter, the restaurant spending dipped to 25%, but a stunning 77% of all visitor spending was by visitors last quarter. So municipal resolutions, I think you have those in your packet, along with the request from my board, from Sheridan County Travel and Tourism. We have resolutions from each of the 4 municipalities requesting that the county place the lodging tax proposition on the ballot this November so that citizens may vote once again. Thank you.
Any questions for Sean? So, Cameron, I noticed that we don't have any action on this.
Madam Chair, no, we purposely went ahead and put this onto the regular agenda for the vote. This is more of a discussion for you to ask questions and get some feedback if you had any from Sean. So no, there is no action today on this.
Madam Chair.
Yeah.
Sean, sounds like the visitor put, for purchases, would you say 65%? What, how do you define a visitor? Is that like modified tires coming across the state line, or is it outside of the county, or how do you determine that?
So, Madam Chair, Commissioner, it's a great question. So that's determined by visitors coming from more than 50 miles away to spend at least one night in the community.
Any other questions? No, makes sense. Having spent the last couple of weekends in Bozeman, where there's no sales tax, but 8% lodging and tourism. I mean, I appreciate how it works and think it's a great opportunity. So,
And Madam Chair, all the communities in our county have basically signed off, whatever you want to call them.
yeah.
Madam Chair, I have a clarification. It's May 5th. That meeting is when this will be.
Okay.
Madam Chair.
Yeah.
Not a question for Sean. I actually very much approve of this going on the ballot. I will, however, be bringing an amendment when we go to vote on this to remove the first whereas section, just because I don't believe that allows us to remain neutral with that in there. But I'll bring that when we go to vote on it.
What if we are unanimously in support?
I still think we have issues with putting that out to the public that, I mean, as far as I understand, with cap tax, advertising, all of that, we're supposed to remain neutral, and I don't believe that allows us to remain neutral.
Okay. More on May 5th.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time.
Have a great day. And that was a record, just for anybody.
Duly noted. We'll pass it on. All right. If there's nothing else this morning, we're adjourned at 9:12. Wow.